Hi everybody, and welcome to What's Brewing here on Maine Life, a new segment each and every week that discusses our booming brew scene, beer, and all of the issues that are facing the state of Maine, in addition to the victories that we are celebrating.
Sounds good to me.
I am Erin O'Valley, not your host. Quincy Hensel, the CEO of the Portland Regional Chamber, is on a much-deserved vacation. She will be your host along with...
My name is Dana Connors. I'm the president of the Maine State Chamber of Commerce, and a pleasure to be with you today.
Thank you, Dana. And we are here at Flight Deck Brewing in Brunswick. And Mr. Nate Wilds is joining us. Yes. He is one of the owners here, delivering
two beers, our T56, a hibiscus tea beer, and our 44th Parallel, a West Coast style IPA, which I happen to know Dana enjoys.
Yes, but don't spread that word around.
No, he's only been in once or twice.
Yeah.
Well, and congratulations, you are coming up on your year anniversary.
We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's only been 11 months. Yeah. When we opened, Brunswick Landing was on the wave of upwards trajectory in terms of jobs, in terms of people that were aware that this is now open to the public. You know, for a long time when you came onto the landing, it was a Navy base, so the first thing you saw were a couple of naval officers with pretty big guns that wanted to check out your vehicle before you proceeded in. So it wasn't a very welcoming place by design. And now it's the opposite.
Yeah,
we've got outdoor recreation, we've got beer, we've got great food.
Well, you know, you're part of an industry that has become so significant to our state's economy, and every one of you are quite unique in your beers, but also in your presentation. And I'm so struck by how you've taken a facility, a rifle range, and made it into a very attractive, popular pub. I think it's fantastic. Congratulations.
Well, Nate, thank you very much. Congratulations on your year anniversary. And don't go too far, because you're going to be talking about workforce development with Liz Rensenbrink from Tyler Technologies coming up.
And to you, my friend, your partner, and all your staff, cheers.
To a good brew.
Great.
Ah, indeed.
We'll be right back. Hey everybody, and welcome back to What's Brewing. We are now joined by Liz Rensenbrink from Tyler Technologies. Thanks so much for making the drive up here. We know that you have a big job, director of HR, and in a growing business like yours, you must be busy.
A little bit, just a little busy.
Tell us a little bit about your position and what's going on at Tyler.
Well, as the Human Resources Director, I oversee about 1,400 employees, and 650 of them are right here in Maine. We have offices in Yarmouth, Falmouth, and Bangor. And like you said, we just opened a brand new facility attached to our Yarmouth office that's going to seat 500 people. And over the next 8 to 10 years, we hope to fill those seats with new employees right here in Maine. Tyler Technologies is a software company, and we provide software and services to the public sector. We're the largest company in the country that provides that kind of service and of the size that we are. You know, you keep hearing these stories about the flight from Maine of our college students and even our high school students, and our young people are leaving and not staying. And we just don't have enough people to fill our positions. So what are other creative things we can be doing? And you know, I think...
Guess what?
Got our guy.
Right here.
It's all on me.
Take it away.
No, well, certainly Live and Work in Maine is an initiative. There are three of us, myself and Dave Vasconcelos and Ed McCursey. Ed's the founder, and the purpose of Live and Work in Maine was to showcase the story of Maine employers that are growing, that are thriving, but that are starting to run into that input challenge of we need more people.
I found that there is a phenomenon, I guess is what you describe as, that our young people, not unlike young people in other states, want to expand, explore. So in their early 20s they do it. But what I'm finding is when they start to raise their family in the 30s, they want to come back to Maine. So Live and Work in Maine, I suspect, really capitalizes on that audience.
That's right. I mean, that's all about quality of life, right? Whether you're ready for that quality of life right when you graduate school, or you're ready when you have your first kid, or you're ready when you meet your loved one and you want to settle down, or when you're ready and discover that Portland is not the Portland it was in the 90s. It's certainly a thriving metropolis today.
Companies are really stepping up to try to address the issue of supply. But truthfully, 80% of our growth is going to come from people that we can bring in. In fact, this is a national statistic that 80% of our growth between 2000 and 2050 are going to come from migration. The people that have moved away that want to come back. And Maine, Nate's right, we have an attitude issue, that we need to be thinking more about the positive, what we really do have here, and to showcase that, because that helps.
Because how often do you get to go to work and have a beer with good people doing good stuff?
Right. And speaking of beer, which one is she drinking?
That's the Right Stuff. It's a rye pale ale, named after the Wright brothers. Aviation theme going on here.
Got it.
Dana's sticking with the 44th Parallel, West Coast style IPA. I'm drinking the Pilot's Porridge, an oatmeal stout, a nice dark beer. And you've got the T56, a hibiscus tea beer. So it's a pale ale that we steep hibiscus flowers, cinnamon, lemon myrtle, and nutmeg in.
Well, before we do our final toast, a quick lightning round I like to do to get a little bit of information about each of you. You've got 3 seconds, and then we're going to move on. So my question to you, Liz, would be, who is your favorite new hire? Just kidding. Do you have
She almost answered. Wait,
I know, I'm like, oh no.
the most recent restaurant you went to that you want to tell everybody about?
Well, I went to Scales for my birthday a few weeks ago, and it was just very casual and elegant and fancy but comfortable, and the food was phenomenal.
Dana, Patagonia or LL Bean?
LL Bean.
Why is that a softball? Come on.
I like the question.
Your favorite season in Maine, if you could pick one, and why?
Oh, my favorite season would have to be summer, although I stretch it out, because there are so many things to do and I run out of time to do them all. So, you know, Maine in summer, you can't beat it.
What did you get your fiancé for Valentine's Day?
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's a good one. Let's hear it.
I can't tell
Live
you
and
on
work in
TV.
Maine or Flight Deck Brewing?
Yes. That's why we have one on each side.
Thank you guys so much. We'll continue to keep the conversation going, and we'll see you next
Thanks for
week.
being here today.
Thank you.